Hello, dear friends. Today we're going on a journey into the incredible world hidden inside the human body. Our body is not just a collection of organs, it's a masterpiece filled with wonders and mysteries. That's why I'm going to share with you 10 mind-blowing facts about the human body that will amaze you. Are you ready? Then let's dive right in without further ado. Fact 1. What is the actual volume and weight of blood in a human being, and how much of it is in reserve? Blood weight is approximately 7 to 8% of a person's total body weight. For an adult weighing 70 kilograms, this is about 5 to 6 litres. On average, about 50% of the total blood volume is stored in organs such as the spleen and liver. This blood is used by the body when necessary.
Fact 2. Uniqueness of tongue prints. Just like fingerprints, every person's tongue print is completely unique. This uniqueness is due not only to its shape and size, but also to the complex pattern formed by the papillae and grooves on its surface. Used in biometrics, the uniqueness of the tongue makes it a promising subject for biometric identification. Scientists are actively researching the possibility of using tongue scanning to create a reliable security system. This method has a number of advantages. Reliability. As an internal organ, the tongue is better protected from external damage, cuts, burns that can distort fingerprints. Difficulty to forge. Taking a tongue print is much more difficult than, for example, a fingerprint. Authentication requires a live organ. Hygiene. While this may seem debatable, modern contactless scanners make it possible to avoid direct contact, which increases the hygiene of the process. Current status. Although tongue scanning technology is still in the development stage and has not yet become widespread, it is considered one of the most reliable alternatives to traditional identification methods for the future. Fact 3. Saliva production. Over a lifetime, a person produces enough saliva to fill 2 swimming pools. This amounts to about 2 liters per day. Composition and functions of saliva. Saliva is not just water. It's a complex fluid composed of 99% water and 1% of other important substances. This 1% includes enzymes. The main enzyme is amylase, which starts breaking down carbohydrates, starches, right in the mouth. This is the first step of digestion. Protective components. Saliva contains antibacterial substances that help fight germs and protect the oral cavity from infections. Minerals. Calcium salts and phosphates in saliva strengthen tooth enamel and protect teeth from decay. The role of saliva in daily life. In addition to digestion, saliva performs many other important tasks. Lubrication. It moistens food, making it easier to swallow. Without saliva, it would be very difficult to eat dry foods. Cleaning. Saliva constantly washes the mouth, removing food debris and bacteria. Taste sensation. Saliva dissolves taste molecules, allowing them to interact with the taste receptors on the tongue. Without it, we wouldn't be able to taste. Thus, the daily production of saliva, even if it's only 2 liters, is vital for our health and comfort.
Fact 4. The power of stomach acid. Your stomach contains hydrochloric acid, which is so strong it can dissolve some metals, like razor blades. However, the stomach's mucous lining regenerates so quickly that it protects the stomach from digesting itself.
Fact 5. The length of blood vessels. If you were to stretch all the blood vessels of an adult human in a single line, their total length would be around 100,000 kilometers, 60,000 miles. This would be enough to wrap around the Earth approximately 2.5 times at the equator. Why is it so much? This impressive figure is made up of 3 main types of blood vessels: arteries and veins. These are the large highways that transport blood throughout the body. Their total length makes up a relatively small portion of the overall mileage. Capillaries. These are the tiny vessels that make up the overwhelming majority of the total length. Capillaries are so thin that only a single red blood cell can pass through them at a time. They permeate every tissue and organ in our body, delivering oxygen and nutrients directly to each cell. It's due to the massive number and extensive reach of these capillaries that we get such an astonishing total length. This complex and branched network provides a vital link between the heart and every single cell in our body.
Fact 6. The human eye's color vision. The human eye can distinguish more than 10 million different colors. This is possible thanks to 3 types of cones, light-sensitive cells located in the retina. Each type of cone perceives light of a different wavelength. One is sensitive to red light, another to green, and a third to blue. By combining these 3 primary colors, the brain creates the entire palette that we see. Fact 7. The human body is composed of 60% water. Water is vital for humans and performs many essential functions. Regulates temperature. Helps to cool the body through sweating. Transports nutrients. Delivers nutrients and oxygen to cells via the blood. Removes waste from the body. Excretes harmful substances through the kidneys in urine. Lubricates joints. Is a component of synovial fluid, which facilitates movement. Protects internal organs. Cushions the brain and spinal cord from impact. This is why it's so important to drink enough water every day for the body to function properly.
Fact 8. The human ear can detect even the smallest sound vibrations, which is why you can hear sounds around 0 dB. The human ear is truly incredibly sensitive and capable of picking up even the weakest vibrations. Here are a few additional facts about this. What is 0 dB? It's important to understand that 0 dB is not a complete absence of sound. It's the internationally recognized threshold of hearing, meaning the quietest sound a healthy human ear can perceive. This level serves as the starting point for measuring the loudness of all other sounds. Frequency range. The ear's sensitivity also depends on the frequency of the sound. Humans typically hear sounds in the range of 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. We perceive middle frequencies best, around 1,000 to 4,000 Hz, which is where the sounds of human speech are located. With age, the upper limit of hearing decreases, and many people stop being able to hear very high-pitched sounds. Examples of sound loudness in dB. To better illustrate how wide the range is, here are some examples. Whispering, 20 dB. Normal speech, 60 dB. Vacuum cleaner, 70 dB. Loud rock concert, 120 dB. Jet plane takeoff, close proximity, 140 dB. Pain threshold and danger. Sounds louder than 120 to 130 dB can cause physical pain. Prolonged exposure to sounds above 85 dB can lead to irreversible hearing damage. This is why it's crucial to protect your ears in noisy environments, such as factories or concerts.
Fact 9. Each of your feet contains 26 bones, which is nearly a quarter of all the bones in your body. Each foot and ankle has 26 bones, which means there are a total of 52 bones in both feet. This accounts for over a quarter of the total number of bones in the human body, which demonstrates how complex our feet are. Fact 10. There is enough fat in the human body to make about 7 bars of coarse soap. This is an interesting and widely known fact. Soap was traditionally made from animal fats, although today vegetable oils are more commonly used. This information is usually cited as a vivid example of how many fat reserves a person's body can have.
We hope you learned a lot of new and interesting things. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. See you next time.